Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It's Wednesday afternoon, which is my half day, and some time ago I had thought of doing shopping on Wednesdays after work. However, things seem to have taken over. Um, Today we needed someone from work to go to Glasgow to pick some stuff up, so I volunteered because I'm the newest, so I would be the least missed work-wise. Um, you can't have the boss leaving for 3 hours when you can have me leaving for 3 hours. So I drove down to Glasgow, came back, picked up Kathleen, went and picked up her car, then went to Mum in the care home to go and visit her and take her a fidget cushion that my friend at work had made, and then back here. So although I finished at 12:30 officially, I got home eventually by 4:30. So yeah, the Wednesday shopping hasn't happened yet. I really need to see about getting that done. However, it won't be happening next week either because my car is not next week, the week after, because my car's going into the garage. But that just seems to be the kind of day that it was. So I was thinking of how that works for other people, because sitting speaking to Kathleen this morning, and she had people asking her to come and help them with this and do that, and why don't you come out and see me? And she's like, well, yeah, it's my day off, but my car's in the garage. Well, can't you get it out earlier? Can't you do this? Can't you do that? And I was like, okay, yep, I can see why that's stressing you out, sweetheart. So then we had a bit of a thing about it with, is it just us? Or how often is this happening anymore? Or how often is this happening to everybody else? So, please let me know in the comments if this happens to you. Now, obviously, today was fine for me. That was all stuff I had to do. But, like yesterday afternoon, Patrick came and picked up Kathleen from the garage and brought her back here and then drove back to Perth. Now, that was his time that he gave up to help us, which was great. So he gave up something he was doing to help us. And that, I think, is something that we all accept and will help people out when they're struggling. But sometimes they're struggling, or what they call struggling, is not the same as what we call struggling. I'll let you out in a second. And it seems quite strange to me where somebody can say, oh, can you do this for me? And you're like, right, I've got 2 days off. You've got much more off time than me, maybe not necessarily not working, but much more off time than me. But you want me to do this on my 2 days off. Why couldn't you have done it? Why are you waiting on me? And I don't think I'm explaining this very well, but I'm sure if it's happening to you, you'll understand what I'm saying. And it's like, how do we get around that? And I know there's all the things on social media with no is a full reply or it's a full answer. Take time to yourself, look after yourself. But sometimes you can be guilted into doing things for others you really, really don't want to do. But if you don't, you're going to feel bad, or you're going to be the bad one out of the group. Certainly out here where we're quite rural, you find a lot of car drivers find that. You've got non-drivers who are like, oh, can you just take me there? Or if you could take me there, that would be a big help. And you don't mind doing that once in a blue moon, or if it's a really big emergency, like with Kathleen, her car fell to bits. It couldn't drive. But it starts to become a habit. And that's not good for anyone. It's not good for the person who's relying on you, and it's not good for you who feels that you can't say no. So yeah, we need to work that out. As I say, I haven't worked it out yet, but it was something that we noticed this morning. And when we sat and talked about it, it was something that we noticed happens on a fairly regular basis with certain people. And I'm sure you've all got certain people. And I think I have noticed over the last few years that time is a very precious commodity. And we need to look after ourselves with our own time first. If there's anything left over, absolutely happy to help. But I need to get my stuff done first. So yeah, that's my thought for the day. I just thought I would share it. So now I'm going to go and let the dog out. The cat is upstairs sleeping on my bed. And I will catch you later.